Hello everybody. Hello Ruth, Shalom, thanks for joining. Mary Ellen, Tish, Ronnie. Hi everybody. And look, it's night time. How the heck did that happen? Hello. Hello everybody. Susan.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. So anyway, welcome. The clocks change and hey Tony, hi. And suddenly, hi Puri. Suddenly it's nighttime. It's crazy because this is the same time I started. Last week. So anyway, that's enough for looking at me. Let's slowly move us around. Rolene, hi, welcome. And let's see, there we go. So, here we are, nighttime. Nighttime looking across the old Amstel River and the lovely cookie cutter houses and the big old bus tour boats. It looks a bit like, it looks a bit misty. I wonder if it's on there's something on the lens. Nighttime is the right time. There we go. Let me just, let me get a tissue somewhere in here. There's a tissue. Let's try and wipe the lens and who knows. Maybe I've got the beauty filter on. So, here we go. So yeah, this wasn't what I planned. I planned something else, but never mind, we'll get to that another day. Hello, Larry. Thank you everybody for people who've given me feedback on little snags on the website. So it's amazing. I've been rebuilding a website and I just put a link to it on the Facebook thing and I've got so many little things that I missed that people have pointed out. It's like having an army of editors, so thank you all. Hi Susan. Hello Traveller L. So yeah, what we're looking at here, the body of water, is actually what used to be the mouth of the Amstel River. But it's not the mouth of the river anymore because they filled the river in. So this is actually being filled in from the harbour side that way. There's a little bit of wind on the water, unfortunately, so we're not getting the really beautiful reflections, but I could hardly believe it when I came rushing here, because look, crazy! It is now the 28th of October, and dare I say Christmas. The seasonal lights are here. And they're going to be here, hey, hello AO. They're going to be here for ages, okay. So they start in October and they go down in about March, which is why I hesitate to call them Christmas lights. Oy vey, oy vavoy. So there's the Victoria Hotel, just had a bit of a renovation. And, oops, I'm sorry. There's this bumped, I walked into somebody. Okay. So yeah, let's have a look at this sort of very typical scene here, sort of postcard scene, but as I said, there's a bit of wind on the water, so it's not quite as good as it should be. Winter lights, yeah, but it doesn't feel like winter yet. And I sure as hell hope it isn't winter in March when they're still here. Okay, let's check out the station. Always pretty at night. We can somehow get across the bike lane. Oy. Right. Hello, Hillary, Natalie. Okay. So here's Central Station, built in the 1880s, cutting Amsterdam off. The people hated it. They felt they'd been landlocked by this big monstrosity of a building. They lost their kind of cool Venetian outlook, looking out over a forest of masts. And then up here we have St. Nicholas Basilica, a really wonderful, ornate Catholic church, and they have organ recitals on Wednesdays. Okay, so let's hit the Zeedijk. Maybe I'll just let the tram go first. Trams always win. So this building always makes me laugh a little bit, chuckle rather. It's what I call the Jesus Loves You building. So it's this building here with these two bits of religious text at the top. But what always makes me chuckle about it is this is like the difference, I think, between good old Dutch Calvinism and the sort of the more English way of looking things. So in English they say Jesus loves you. In good Dutch Calvinism it's God roept u, which means God is calling you. Okay, and that kind of pretty much sums up the difference between those two outlooks, I think. Anyway, let's hit the streets. This is the route I used to do with Trading on Tolerance. I almost thought I should do that tour again at some point. And here is a pancake place. So you get pancakes, gluten-free, lactose-free and vegan. So basically, sorry Ruth, but it's a pancake with all the joy taken out of it, okay, is what you can have there, or you can just go for the normal pancake with bacon and cheese, okay. Why is the message on that building? Well, it's owned by a Christian organization and there's a Christian cafe at the base of it, so they're banging that drum. I love this little corner here because there's so many different cafes and bars. This one here from 1618, really cozy, cozy. I say that ready just to tease Ruth. I made a delicious vegan soup this week, actually, so there's nothing wrong with that. No, not the Salvation Army, Welperry. They own a lot, but not that one. And this road here is the Warmoestraat, and this is actually the front of the buildings that we saw just a moment ago that are going down into the water. And so yeah, this is actually the dike. The bank of earth that kept out the high tide leading up to the dam, and it is the Warmoestraat. Warmoes is an old-fashioned word for vegetable market, or vegetables, because there was you could buy vegetables here. Okay, vegan vegetables. Okay. Now, check out up here, got the leany-inny buildings. And then we get to the Zeedijk, the Zeedijk. And the wonderful Amsterdam flag. And the scaffolding. There's been so much scaffolding around, it's crazy. It's like we're in New York. Speaking about New York, is anyone, are Patrick and Aaron still doing things? I'm so out of the loop, you know. Here is this old wooden building here, about which so many incorrect stories are told, but anyway, it's another nice cafe called In het Aapjen. What is the building used for? I'm not sure which building we're talking about now, because I mentioned a few. Right, and here's my favorite bar, the 11th Commandment, which I always say, you probably know this, thou shalt brew beer. What Jonathan, who works there, says is the 11th commandment is actually thou shalt tip thy bartender. And a good rule of thumb here, if you're in a craft beer bar like this, is hello Dawn, is you tip them €1 a beer for, like the sort of the €6 fancy beers. I must give them a call. I haven't spoken to them for ages, so I will do that and I'll get back to you. And here is the entrance to the old Lutheran chapel from way back in the 1400s with this rather wonderful, gruesome decoration in the pediment is part of the pediment, the tympanum, I think. So yeah, here we have a skeleton and skulls. Every day is Halloween here in this little particular part of town. And check out the skulls that are part of the Ionic capital over there. I will do that, Tish. Certainly do that. So this over here was from the 1600s. This decoration here. So it wasn't there from the beginning. Very Halloween-y, Mary Ellen. It was actually done by Hendrik de Keyser, who is the same city architect and sculptor who was responsible for so much of the Amsterdam school architecture, like we just saw, that building from 1618. I put money on it that was one of his buildings. Not that much money, but still some. Oh, it's quite nice to be doing this at night again, actually. So, I don't think there's very much light down there where Major Boshart is, so I think I'll carry on this way. And looking down, now that does look like a drop of water on the lens. What do I do with my tissue? Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is looking down the Oude Zeeds Voorburgwal, the oldest canal in town. Remember when Lee and I used to do those boat tours and it looked so inky. Inky, looked like a Van Gogh painting. Okay, so back to the Zeedijk. Such a lovely street, this. Them bones, them bones, them. I can't remember the rest of it. What is sweet, Marlene? Is it the skulls and the skeletons that are sweet? Oh gosh, they haven't collected the garbage. It looks like the garbage truck needs to go by. It's looking very scrappy. The streets are very trashy this evening. Oh, Lee's doing very well. Lee's on holiday at the moment, Liz. And she'll be back soon. She works like a demon all summer long. Yeah, singing is something that I best only do in the shower. Oops. Right, so, there's a vinyl store. Very interesting stores. So, this street used to be the center of the heroin trade, actually, from the mid-70s to the late 90s. And clearly, it's all neatened up now and very nice and tidy. And, let's see if we can get a nice view here. Sometimes, depending on how much light there is, we can get a nice reflection view. Or not. That's very dark. And it's raining. Okay, let's get back to the light. Take me to the light. This is nice. There you go. Red light jazz radio, very red. Da, 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 da. So this is Chinatown, as you can tell by the Italian restaurants. I can't understand how they cannot manage the garbage. Oh, well, this is just the businesses putting out garbage to be collected. So, you know, it hasn't been here all day. It's just bad luck that it happens to be here now when I'm doing a live stream. What the hell? I love it. So she's obviously having a hen party and she's hitched a lift with somebody. You gotta love Amsterdam. Okay, where are we up to? Yeah, fancy clothing stores with not a lot of clothing. Very chic though. And so this is the dike, the Zeedijk, and as you can see, we have bikes on dikes. Very possibly dikes on bikes on dikes over there. But I am making assumptions. Bride of Frankenstein. Okay, so let's duck in one. What's a hen party? That's when it's the female version of a bachelor party. So it's when the bride-to-be goes out and has a party with all her girlfriends. Oh, bachelorette party, yeah. And that would also work. Okay. Now, of course, we can't go walking too much in this area with the camera, but this is where we are. And it's, so yeah, the famous red light district windows. Yeah, every day's a party day, Laurie, in Amsterdam. Yeah, you got a good point there, Tish. Maybe it's... Yeah, when I was that age, I used to have those parties as well. Weekend-long parties. In the long, far, distant past. Okay, back to the Zeedijk. As I mentioned, this is Chinatown. It's actually the first Chinatown in Europe. Mainland Europe, anyway. And which doesn't make it particularly old, to be frank. It's only been here since about 1912 or something. I love this shop, it's so pink. It just reminds me like of candy. What on earth is that? Like a wheel. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I'm zoomed in a bit too much. There you go. And then look at this cute little kind of turny wheelie thing over here. Sweet. Kimonos. Okay. I get sidetracked. Right, where was I? Pink fortune. This is where you can really tell that we're on the dike. Because look, there's 9 steps in a row here. And And some red light district windows. And actually you can see there's somebody behind one opposite in the alley, but it's far too far away for us to see, so that's fine. Oh, Sichuan. I love Sichuan food, spicy Chinese food. And for those comic enthusiasts amongst you, there's a comic store here. I've never really been into the whole comic thing, I must say. But I'm not judging. Oops. There you go. Yeah, the red light district, such a friendly area, Marlene. And it's also a good laugh and it's fun. People often take it so seriously, but it's also about a lot of, it's like a party area. And here, Xi'an noodles. Nom, 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 nom. And over here we have a Taiwanese Buddhist temple. And this is the largest Buddhist temple in Europe. And it was built in 2000 on the site of what was a derelict park that was used primarily by intravenous drug users. And so, let me just stand opposite. When it's open, you're encouraged to go upstairs, and then inside the door there, where you can see the entrance area, and then they hit you for a donation, and then you kind of come down the other way. And so yeah, pretty temple though. Great improvement on what was there before, certainly. We could have it tailored. You could also just put on some weight. Keeps on. That's what happens to me now as I'm getting older. I probably grow into it eventually. Oh look, here comes the trash collection. But just at the wrong time for us. They certainly got their work cut out for them. I'm glad they separate, recycle. Yeah, that should do it, Liz. Susan, eat more chocolate. Okay. Now, so many people ask me, are these red because it's going into the red light district? No, it's red to encourage people to stop so they don't crash into them. Oh, you need to grow upwards for the kimono as well. Have you ever considered really high platform shoes? Okay, that might do it. I can show you some in a shop soon. And we will see how you like them. Oh, vegetables on the street. So here, who can remember what this square is called? Anyone? There's no prize. I'm just asking. Just wondering. Does anyone know what this building's called? And does anyone know what the square is called? Is the question. Stroopwafel Street, no. Well, the building is called De Waag because it used to be a city gate, but then it became a weighing house. And the question is, what is the square called? Tell me when you need a hint, a clue. If you want a clue, let me know. No, it's not, Sue. It's not. Okay, I'll give you a clue. When they filled in bits of the canal in about 1614 or something, or 1600, they had an open square here. And they thought, well, we need a name for it. And then somebody went, hey, it's new. Hey, and there's a market here. So why don't we call it the, come on, work with me here. Why don't we call it the, okay. I'm not going to say any more than that. And here's my favorite cafe on the square, the Nieuwmarkt. Yay, brilliant. You guys, you should be code breakers. Okay. It's called the Nieuwmarkt in Dutch, or Nieuwmarkt in English. And this is the Kloveniersburger Wal. And this is the bench where I used to sit and smoke a joint every now and again when I still did those things. Okay. Mark Plain. I like it. So. Okay, so here is a coffee shop. Now, come on. What is the main product that people go and buy in coffee shops? Work with me here. What is the main product that people buy in coffee shops? Green neon. Yay! Cannabis and not coffee. That's why it's called the green place. Yes, you can get a pot of coffee. No. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, so they've been around since the mid to late 70s. The idea was to split out the supply chain of hard and soft drugs, so you didn't get hippies who were buying weed from people who were also selling heroin. That was the theory anyway. I don't think it really worked. But anyway, you know, I was very surprised because as far as I know, we don't have gummies here. And then I had some friends visiting and they managed to find gummies. Seriously strong gummies, apparently. I don't do these things. So yeah, I need to go and research that. I don't mean by taking them, just by finding out if they really sell them. So Susan, if you need to add a bit of height to fit the kimono, how's this for, is this an option on the top shelf here? I mean, that could work. And then you could eat lots of chocolate. And between those two things, check out the red heel on this crazy boot. Yes, Sanji, there most certainly are psychedelic mushrooms. And whilst the weed is illegal, the mushrooms are actually legal. So you can go to numerous shops and you buy them in a dose. It's about 35 euros. And then embark on 6 hours of madness. And then when you see things like this in this shop window, it gives the impression that these are edibles that will make you high, yeah? Stuff like this. But it's all just a con. because the only place that can sell weed that makes you high is a coffee shop. So this is all fake. You could eat all of this in the window and you'd be absolutely fine. You just might have a stomachache from so many cookies. Yeah, laws are a bit strange, aren't they? And then there's shops with all drug accoutrement and stuff like that, and souvenirs. So things which I think would probably be illegal in the US. Microdose at bedtime, is that good for dreams? Oh, I just think it's best to get high on life nowadays. Yeah, I know, Liz, but it's disgraceful, really. But also maybe it's good because if all these tourists who come here and gobble that stuff down were actually gobbling down real space cake from coffee shops, the streets would be even more of a mess than they are now. So in a way, I think maybe it's not such a terrible idea, even though it is highly deceptive. Oh, look at the nice Christmas decorations. Okie dokie. There are 2 cannabis shops in the village where I'm living near Cape Town. How interesting, because it's still illegal there as far as I knew. So yeah, the Damstraatjes with their festive lights. And look, the Dutch East India Company HQ is open. The courtyard anyway. So check out the wonderful Dutch classicism building on the outside. And then in we go. And this is part of the university, but this is where the Dutch East India Company was run from. So here we have the birthplace of modern capitalism. Here we can worship at the golden calf. Oh, and look at that interesting light through that window. Huh. Oops. I'll zoom out. There we go. In the long and distant past, when I started being a guide, we could actually go down here. This gate was open, the door, and it led into the bicycle parking. And then I would walk with my tour group of 30 people all the way to the end here and talk. Thank you for the coffee, Tony. Much appreciated. Talk in the bicycle storage area with this wonderful vaulted ceiling above. But yeah. Not allowed in there anymore. So yeah, if you could give it this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it, that'd be very cool. And Tony just bought me a coffee. I love coffee, which is just a way of giving a tip. Hey, there are lots of people here tonight. 59 it says. Cool. So this is the street that leads up to Dam Square. My goodness. Bicycles, bicycles, bicycles. Phew. I'm so fast. What is this? I don't even know what this shop is. Attitude. Oh, hair dye. There's a hair dye shop. Okay. Oh, I wish I had more hair to dye. Is the weather warm? Yeah, it's, look, I'm wearing a pullover and I'm wearing a jacket, so it's not warm, but it's certainly not cold. I forgot to see, I forgot to have a look. Hey, the lights are on. I actually, oh my God, they're open. I rang earlier to see if Niels was here. And he didn't pick up the phone. So it looks like maybe they're having a tea tasting up there. So this is where the teas are tasted. And here's the little shop, the smallest house in Amsterdam, yeah? Excuse me. And next to it is the entrance to the Walloon Church. The side entrance, which was the funeral procession arch doorway, which is why they have these skulls. And basically the bodies would be brought through here on biers and then buried underneath the slabs, you know, in the church. And the slabs on the church floor. But let's say hello here. Let's pop in. And hello.
Hey, Mark.
It's me.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Just noticed that you were calling.
Yeah, I rang you to see if I could start here because it's such lousy weather outside. And now I'm ending, which is also fine.
Okay. You have some...
I'm live, yeah. Yeah, on YouTube. Hi, this is Niels. Hey, tell me about your advent calendars because I want to get two. Can you show them to me? So how does it work?
Every day we have one.
Every day for December, or is it?
Yeah.
So 30...
Yeah, so 24 in total. So every day you have...
Oh, I see, of course, because we go up to Christmas. Yeah.
Day before Christmas.
Okay, so can I
so
see
it's,
the
yeah,
outside
sure.
of it? Like,
This is how it looks. from
okay,
the
so you
outside.
get it like that, and it says the smallest house.
We also have this at the back.
Oh, let me
sorry,
neaten
yeah.
up. Because I want to get two. How much are they?
34 euro.
34 euros. Okay, well, I mean, that's great, because I want to get two for some friends. And for here, and then I'll come back and do it there, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And
I'll
my
show
other
you,
question, because I got people watching from the US and from the UK, is how much does it cost to post them there?
Yeah, it's to the UK, if I'm not mistaken, it's around 14 euros.
Let me just make sure people can hear you. Okay.
It's around 14 euros, and to the US, it's around $24.
$24.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
But if you order more, you get discounts on the.
You do.
the shipping
Okay.
costs.
And is everything different? Are they like?
They're all different.
So there are actually
flavors,
24 different teas.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's the,
Okay. Great. Well, I've still got a month to buy them because I'm going to. But I'm going to grab two. One for my mother-in-law and one for my brother-in-law, because I thought that was kind of a sweet thing. Actually, no, I need to get them before the 16th. But you're open this whole week, yeah?
I'm open all this. Yeah.
Great. Okay. Who's upstairs? Have you got somebody else up?
Nobody.
Oh, that was you and the kid. That was you up there. Okay.
Yeah, I was working upstairs. But you can
hold that for me.
Yeah, sure.
I need to put the mic back on. So can I have a look around?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Great. Thank you.
You can have a quick
Okay, so yeah, that's...
the top floor is, well, it's all boxes.
Okay, well, I'll give the top... Well, maybe I'll just go up to see the roof.
Yeah, the first floor is also nice.
Okay, thanks. So you're still doing the tea tastings, yeah?
Yeah, only by reservation.
Yeah, so it's about 6 teas and apple pie and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
we still do that as well. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's...
Okay. And this is where that happens. 14 euros is probably about $12 or something. Oh no, it's in pounds we're thinking. So yeah, here's the building. It's about 2 meters wide, 4.5 meters deep. And Neil's wife, Kirsty used to stay here in the 90s. Her family's owned it from the 60s. And it's called Het Kleinste Huis, Polly. I'll have to find something downstairs to show you like the website. But if you just Google smallest house Amsterdam tea, smallest tea room or something like that, then it'll come up. Hello, Harriet. Welcome, welcome. Oops. So yeah, it's a sweet little house. And yeah, so you can fit, obviously, I think they're closed today, so it's, well, not closed because the shop was open, but it's a bit of a maintenance day by the look of things. And there's the smallest, tiniest little toilet here. Check it out. Toilet with this tiny little window. It's a bit dark in there. Okay, let's go up and I'll show you the eaves. And oops, bumped my head. Okay, Christmas. There was also a table up here, you know, where you could have tea and stuff, but obviously Christmas stock. And then look at the little underneath the roof. Now, when Christy lived here, she actually had a platform here and her bed was up here with a little ladder. And then, you know, used the space 2 floors below. And then on the, look at this, on the how do you say, the ground floor was actually a place to store her bicycle, because in those years a bicycle didn't last 2 minutes on the street. Anyway, it is so nice here. You gotta love stairs. Let's go down. Yeah, I'm going to sort of, I'll find out the website down below. Oops. Are you going to be open in 3 minutes' time?
Yeah.
Then I'll come and get the advent calendars then. Okay, super. I'll be back in just a sec.
Yeah, I hope to see you another time. Yes.
Yeah. And, oh yes, I need to show people the website.
Yeah.
Do you have it written somewhere that I can?
Yeah, it's the smallest house in Amsterdam.
Yeah,
or
no, but
where? Yeah, sorry.
yeah.
Oh, it's over. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have,
Just pop it down over here
Oh,
somewhere.
yeah, you can.
Oops.
Yeah, or you can use this one.
So let's see. This is tiny. Where is it?
So it's, you can also.
Oh my God, where? Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Hang on.
cleaning up a little bit here.
Okay. Clearly, you can see this wasn't planned. Okay, let's zoom in. Oh, now it's not in focus, of course. Okay. Het kleinste huis.nl. You can see that, y'all.
Or it's the smallest house in Amsterdam.com.
Oh, I see. Okay, so the smallest house in Amsterdam.com also.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, super.
La plus petite maison.
Okay, in French. What is it in French? Le petit?
La plus petite maison.
Le plus petit. La plus petite maison. Okay, thank you. All right, see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Yeah, ciao. Great, okay. Well, I'm so pleased that was open. And here's another one of my favorites. This is a second-hand bookstore and new books as well. And it's 3 floors of books. And they're here in such a prime location with 3 floors because they've owned the building since 1946, I think. So, you know, I have this book. Love this one, the Amsterdam School one. Oh my God, look at all that horrible looking stuff over there. Okay. Yeah, so here's the bookshop, just one up from the tea room. And we can just head through here. And tea and books. Oh look, here's the magic mushrooms, or magic truffles to be more accurate. So this is how that works, Sandy. So you see, it gives you an idea of how strong it is. So you wouldn't, for example, start with high Hawaiians. Oh, running errands tour, absolutely. So that's where you buy the truffles. You see, magic mushrooms were legal, but then they made them illegal. But they didn't make the psilocybin illegal, they just made the mushrooms illegal. So the mushroom growers switched to growing magic truffles, which are not mushrooms. That's still legal. And up here is the name of the Damstraatjes. And just up there is Dam Square, but I'm not going to walk all the way up there because I need to go and buy the Advent calendar teas. But let's just have a last look up a canal because this is the one that becomes the, oh, I can't get there. Let me just give you a nice view of the canal. So there's somebody standing here. Maybe I can just squeeze past him. There we go. So there we go. And that becomes the red light district. Hey, I forgot, I got a slicey to put somewhere. Let's do that. I got such a cute one as well. So, hey, I wanted to show you. So, 2 weeks ago, I think. I can't remember now. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I put a slicey near Papen Eiland, and look. Look, it was still there today. Ah, shoot. Now, why is it not, I wanted to oh, look, I went there today, and much to my amazement, the slicey was still there. So I was behind the chat, maybe. Oh gosh, I'll put it in the middle. So long since I've shared, for goodness, shared pictures, I've almost forgotten how to do it. Anyway, there you go, slicey's still there. And check out this one, it's a round one. Love it. So, I think we'll just have to put it here. Because I've got all these planters along the edge of this canal. So, let me just stuff it in there. Yeah, he's very worried because he knows he's just about to be let loose in the world. Anyway, so there we go. That's where the next slicey is. Okay. Well, bye-bye everybody, and thank you for joining. And if you want to buy me a coffee, there is links in the description. And I will be adding more tours. I know that there are not any at the moment on YouTube, but I will do that tomorrow, the next day, and add the next 2 months or something. So there's still going to be something every Monday. So, thanks all, and bye for now.